All right, I'm about to get on. Ooh, I'm about to record, get this content up for this Jake Paul and Hasim Rahman. This Hasim Rahman fight. This is the lead up, man. This is the week of the fight, man. I'm pretty sure they got you on interesting news. Let me just get on and check Twitter, man. Let's see what Twitter talking about, man. What the?
I knew it was fake. I knew it. I knew it.
All right, so this is a statement from Jake Paul team, his promotion or whatever. I read it already, but we can read it ourselves. It's you know what? I'm not even gonna read the whole thing. I want to read this one specific part that just grinds my gears. All right, New York Athletic State Commission has demonstrated he had lost less than 1 pound since originally signing a fight 20 days prior. My nigga, you can finesse these little kids. You can finesse casuals. You can't finesse a finesser. I was born that night, not last night, all right? But we gonna get into all this, but I want to go over everything. So let's listen to what Jake Paul had to say in rebuttal to this.
Alrighty, folks, emergency press conference. You may have seen the news. Hasim Rahman Jr. has pulled out of the fight. This is not a joke. I am devastated. I cannot fucking believe this. We just found out this news. And this is just another case of a professional boxer, just like Tommy Fury, being scared to fight me. It's as clear as day that these guys have been so unprofessional to work with, looking for any excuse to suck more money out of this event, to coerce us into doing things. In the bottom of my heart that this guy didn't want to get into the ring with me. It's as clear as day. Here's what happened, long story short. So he signed a contract to fight me at 200 pounds. And was going to cut the weight down to 200 pounds. This is not a big cut for him, right?
Nigga, he's a heavyweight, and the New York Athletic State Commission and Hasim Rahman's team have confirmed, even you have confirmed multiple times, that he weighed in at 224 pounds his last fight, and coming into this camp, he was around 219 to 220 pounds. Let's continue.
He's a big guy with a ton of weight to lose. So he sent a video into the...
You just said that it wasn't a lot of weight, and then now you're saying he had a ton. So I want to play this clip, right? Because honestly, I can't even listen to this. I can't listen to it without laughing, and I'm tired as fuck, so I don't want to laugh. I just laugh. You see what I just did there? That's what Jake Paul just fucking did. But I want to play a clip of what Sean Porter said, and he literally called it. This was about 2 weeks ago after the press conference that they had. He called this to the T. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say.
Rahman and his camp are like, they understand that he's trying to get us to suck ourselves down. We're only gonna go here. They'll massage it, Jake Paul. They'll massage it. They'll cancel the fight, and they'll massage it and make it all Hasim's fault, and they won't take the rap for anything. You know?
So he basically knew what Jake Paul was going to do, and this is literally what Jake Paul is doing. He set the contract up in a way to where if Hasim Rahman comes out and say, hey, I'm not going to be able to make the weight, I'm going to be at 210, the fight's still on, I'll take whatever pay cut. Jake said no. I'm telling the first opportunity Jake got to pull out, he pulled out. The first I'm not gonna say pulled out. The first opportunity he got to escape, he escaped, because if he escapes, all the blame is on Hasim Rahman. Nothing comes back on him, right? So we're gonna listen to a little bit of what Hasim Rahman has to say to respond to Jake Paul. So let's hear what he has to say.
I'm a bridgerweight. I campaign at bridgerweight.
If y'all don't know what bridgerweight is, it's basically the WBC's version of like heavyweight. So it's between 200 and 214 pounds. I just want to put that out there. Any other sanctioning body like the IBF, the WBO, WBA, anything over 200 pounds is considered heavyweight. But in the WBC, anything between 200 and 214 is bridgerweight. It's literally something brand new. I believe they implemented this like about 2 to 3 years ago. If I'm not wrong, somebody can correct me. But it's fairly new from what I know. I could be wrong, but let's continue.
Or otherwise known as heavyweight outside of the WBC. Now look, I signed a contract to make 200 pounds within the 3 or 3.5 weeks that I had to do it, but I couldn't do it. My body simply would not.
Which is understandable. That is understandable. But the mistake you made is letting this is the thing, that this is the big mistake Hasim Rahman made, and he has to catch some blame for this. He himself, you basically, when you do something like this, you're basically given the opportunity for Jake Paul to put the blame on you, if that makes sense. It's a week before the fight, so I'm kind of confused on how it got to the point of where Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotions are saying he pulled out of the fight, because I'm pretty sure if they asked Jake Paul, hey, do you agree to 205 pounds, I'm pretty sure the athletic commission went, hey Jake, do you want to, because they do this for UFC fighters, so I know for sure they do it for boxers. If someone comes in overweight, they ask the opponent, do you want to continue to fight this guy at this weight? He's way overweight. If they say no, fine, he gets a cut of his purse. So if I'm not wrong, I could be wrong, they more than likely asked Jake Paul, do you want to continue to fight Hasim Rahman? And it seems like he said no. I don't want to pick sides. I'm gonna stay unbiased right here because I want more information on this, but that's what it seems like to me.
Let me do it, would not let me get down to 200 pounds.
But this is the thing, it's a week out, so I'm still confused on how the fight is just flat out canceled. We're a week out, pretty much what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're 6 days out. I'm pretty sure he could have cut all the way down to like 208, rehydrated up. He would have lost his money, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been at 205, but he would have been 3 to 4 pounds over, I'd assume. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen. It does not look like that dude lost 1 pound since the press conference, since July 7th or whatever they said. That's impossible, bro. That dude looks lean, bro. I can't. I don't see how he just lost 1 pound. Even if he's cutting fat, he lost more than just one sole pound. Come on, fuck out of here. I don't believe that. But at the same time, I'm kind of still confused on why Hasim Rahman just let the state athletic commission know, hey, I'm not going to be able to make the weight. Maybe it's just him, being a commendable guy, but at the same time, you don't tell them that, because now that gives Jake Paul the opportunity to route to do what he just pulled on you. You fell for the okie doke. Not gonna lie to you. It kind of was you called it out at the press conference, so you should have already knew that it was set up to set you up, but let's continue, man.
But where in boxing do y'all see them canceling fights a whole week in advance?
Yeah, a week in advance is crazy. I just said that.
I didn't get my last week to get down as low as I could. I told this man, it's penalties involved, keep the purse. I fight you for the $5,000 minimum. That's how much it means to me, and that's how much faith I have in knocking him out. I would have beat this man with one hand, just like I did in the gym. But let him tell it. He already beat my ass in the gym when I was 230. So if you beat me up while I was 230, what's the problem in fighting me while I'm 215? What's the problem fighting me at 210? It's clearly them not wanting to fight. It's not me pulling out the fight. It's them not wanting to fight. I never said that I didn't want this fight. And the only thing that I can conclude is that they scared. I mean, they tried to drain me down. I told them, look, I ain't going to be able to get all the way down to cruiserweight. I mean, it was.
I'm going to be honest. It was, like I said, bro, it was set up for you to fail from the beginning, bro. You're a heavyweight coming in at 220. You want him to cut. I even heard some reports from some boxing reporters, that he was close to like 227, 226. So that's what, 20 plus pounds in 3 weeks, all the way down to even 205 is a stretch. Extra 5 pounds it helps, but it don't help at the same time. It's crazy. So man, I really don't know what to think about this, man. Honestly, bro, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this is my final thoughts on this, right? In a way, I think Jake Paul's team is lying about the whole 1 pound thing. This is why it's basically a he say, she say at this point. You know what I mean? I need something from the New York Athletic State Commission. I need some proof from both sides, because I can't go off of Jake Paul's word, because he's been untrustworthy. But at the same time, I just can't go off of Hasim's word either, because it seems like he could be telling the truth, but I just can't go off his word, because there's no proof from either side. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much just pretty much picking a bias at this point, so I really can't say who's right or wrong. But what I can say is, the one thing that I can 100% say, that man did not just cut 1 pound in 3 weeks. That's fucking impossible. Ain't no way. I don't believe that for a second, that he just cut 1 sole pound from what they say July 7th to July 31st, my nigga. That is, no, I just don't believe that, bro. That's, if you believe that bullshit, bro, you have no common sense, bro. That is fucking unbelievable. No way he just cut 1 pound. I just don't believe that. And again, that's them spewing out bullshit on that side. But here's my clear thoughts, bro. Because the athletic commission does do this. They check up and say, hey, what your weight looking like? They check up on both sides. Hasim probably was like, yeah, my weight's this. He basically just told him, he was like, I'm probably not gonna be able to get to 200 the way my weight cut is going. So they probably hit up Jake Paul and was like, hey, we're gonna do it to 205. Jake Paul agreed to it. They went back to Hasim, said, all right, Hasim, 205, does that sound good to you? And he said, no, I'm still gonna be over. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna be over. I'll take the pay cut, I'll take whatever, but tell him I'm still gonna be over. And then they probably went back to Jake Paul and said, Jake, do you want the fight? And he said no. It's more than like, I think that's what really happened. Honestly, isn't that, I'm gonna be honest, even if Jake Paul said no, I don't fault him for saying no. Listen, if Jake Paul just would have came out and said, hey, I didn't want to fight the guy. Listen, he could have avoided all of this if he just fought a fucking cruiserweight. If he just fought someone between 190 pounds and 200, he could have completely avoided all of this. But if Jake Paul was to come out and say, I didn't want to fight the guy because he would have came in overweight, I wouldn't have been mad at him. And if Hasim came out and said, hey, 3 weeks notice, bro, you're giving me this short amount of time, I can't cut the weight, bro, this is fucking impossible, I wouldn't have been mad at him either. You know what I mean? You don't fight a guy that's gonna, I mean, he's gonna be bigger than you on fight night anyways. It doesn't fucking matter whether you try to get him down or not. When he rehydrates, bro. So even though it's a rehydration clause on the night of the fight, I believe he can rehydrate back up to whatever weight he's gonna be. So it wouldn't fucking matter anyway, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. Like I said, bro, Jake wouldn't have been wrong if he would have been like, hey, bro, this dude's bigger than me. I mean, he would have looked bad, don't get me wrong, because from all the shit he was talking. But me personally, I understand it. You know what I mean? Coming from a fight perspective, the dude's much larger than you, pause. So this is what had, and I gotta go back to blaming Hasim. This is what it goes back to. You knew this, bro. You called it out. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You fell for the okie doke, bro. You fell for the finesse, bro. And on Jake Paul's side, bro, you knew what you were doing. You were trying to drain a heavyweight to come all the way down to 200 pounds, try to get him to cut 20 plus pounds. You kind of were asking for something like this. So I mean, you really can't. I can't fault anyone in this, to be honest with you. And all you boxing, I've been seeing a lot of boxing reporters just be straight up biased with this. It's fucking crazy on both sides. I don't like that. I like staying neutral and unbiased. But anyways, man, y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all think. Sorry I didn't have my green screen up, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's 12 o'clock at night. I don't feel like putting that shit up, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to edit this and go to damn bed, my nigga. But anyways, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Share if you're new, join the gang. Let me know down below in the comments what y'all think about this, man. Y'all boys stay up, stay blessed. This has been your boy Jamin. May do something productive with your day. Beating your meat is not productive. See y'all next time, man. It's been your boy and I'm out. Peace.